Okay, let's reel out another one, apparently. Okay, call me out of the loop. I guess I'm not following what children are up to these days. Call me old. But Australia's Greta Thunberg. Wow, attacked by angry white males. What a headline. Like, that's not clickbait crap if I've ever seen. The old angry white males division thing's been pulled here. She's 17, opinionated, and as the leading activist behind Australia's climate strike last month, has been on the receiving end of abuse and criticism from angry white males. So apparently there's no angry white females or any other coloured people out there, apparently. Only just angry white males. Okay. Yeah, I know where this is going. Daisy Jeffrey could be called Australia's Greta Thunberg, but in fact her name's Daisy Jeffrey. Yeah, am I right? Yeah. But in fact, she was leading climate strike protests in Australia when Greta was little known teen. Listen to this shit, little known teen. What? This is retarded. Yeah, like the Swedish activist. Are you over 16? Wow, sorry. Like the Swedish activist, Daisy Jeffrey is young, female, forthright, and says she would rather be in school than publicly berating world leaders for sitting on their hands about climate change. Well, I don't know how you're getting access to be able to berate world leaders, like other than what we're doing here. But anyway, both have been in the firing line since the global strike. Oh, okay. On social media and in person, attacked on her Instagram page by trolls, hurling abuse, calling her among other insults. Really? I'm not going to even read that. It's just clickbait crap. Daisy has also been publicly accused of being a puppet of lefty adults. Okay, a puppet of lefty adults. He was also the subject of criticism at her school assembly and accused of pushing politics. Yes, okay. But like the 16-year-old Greta, who Daisy says is also partly copying it from trolls because they are white and privileged. Wow, she's from a private school. Yeah, this girl, okay. She is not backing down. I think she's pissed a lot of people off. Oh, wow, we can swear here as teens. Oh, well, I'm going to swear as an adult. And I think it was exactly the right thing to do, Daisy told news.com.au. What? She has become a figurehead of the movement. There would be a lot of pressure on her. Really? Not when it's all fake and you people are all from the same nest. I've pissed them off too. Really? Who? How? Who's giving you the access? The media. Although I do think you need to hear their side of the story. So they are no longer shouting, "Don't be stupid, you should be in school." Well, I'm still calling it because you are all still stupid. So how's that? Daisy Jeffrey, a Year 11 student at Sydney's Conservatorium, I'm pretty sure that's not a public school, is the eldest child of two former News Corp journalists. Her mother, Annabelle McGilvray, who joined the climate strike in Sydney led by Daisy, is now a communications specialist. Really? You're even telling us that it's all bullshit here. Her father, award-winning columnist James Jeffrey, recently was appointed opposition leader Anthony Albanese's speechwriter because, he's next in line to be doing some stuff, I'm pretty sure. After making the news on what Daisy describes as the most incredible day, some news, see, teenagers, if that's your most incredible day, well, wow, okay. Some news outlets drew criticism for not acknowledging her family's links to the Labor Party. What? Okay. But Daisy believes this criticism was similar to those saying Greta Thunberg was being manipulated by people behind her. Wow. She's got no idea, this girl. So whoever's feeding her this rubbish is retarded too. Politics is a very tense point in our house, said Daisy, who in May led a protest outside Mr Albanese's office demanding Labor adopt climate activist demand. This is all set up They've all got fingers in every pie, these people. We disagree, and often it's banned from conversation. Wow, really? Okay. I'm sure Anthony Albanese is a great person. Well, but I'm also not obliged to agree. My dad has a differing opinion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've never met him. Yeah, for sure. To create this idea, it's all run by him. It's just absurd. Wow. Going on. So, yeah, these kids are just following the narrative. This criticism came on the heels of Daisy being dressed down during school assembly by her principal, Dr. Robert Curry, a man she says she greatly admires. Really? Okay. So listen to this. She said the incident happened after a horrific New South Wales Department of Education campaign of emailing principals to discourage students from participating in the strike. Daisy explained that she had been able to promote the protests in previous assemblies, but after a crackdown by the department, her principal did not want her to speak again. So they've made her out like she's some organiser, well, just for her school, essentially, and for some reason she's been given the megaphone to do the talk, and it's all connected. I'm sure if we do a little further investigation, we'll find it's just the same shit as the other shit. News.com was unable to reach Dr. Curry for comment, but a spokesman for the New South Wales Department of Education said students were expected to attend school. Yeah, totally. Yeah. While the New South Wales Department of Education understands some students are passionate about this topic, that they've probably not done enough research about, and she's going to try and argue this case. And it's like, really? This is, oh my gosh. Juggling a year of studying exams for HSC may diminish some of Daisy's hands-on involvement. Yep. But her commitment to the cause is undiminished despite the trolling she receives online. If you talk to any of the strikers, they have received threats. Really disgusting. Nobody needs threats. This is what they've done here. They're making out like these people are getting threats. No, people have been throwing facts at you and actual data, and you can't see it. It's crazy. But sometimes you get a real live person who has absolutely nothing else to do than attack a 17-year-old. Yeah, and they're probably nuts. I'd agree. Because I wouldn't bother, I wouldn't waste my energy. I don't really tell my parents about it much. I'm not even attacking that person here. I'm attacking this story, actually, because it's just a propaganda piece, just like every other propaganda piece. So you tell me none of this is all connected and nobody's got the fingers in the pie here. How do you get this long a story? Seriously. How do you get access to these people, these politicians? She's talking about her getting attacked, but she's sitting outside Albanese's office attacking him. So where's the attacking end? I think this kid's got way too much exposure, and we're just going to see this all fall on its flat face like the other one, because they're psychotic, and the people behind them, their parents, are psychotic. They're allowing them to do this. It's just retarded. I can't even be bothered. It's really important that we transition to, and no one is left behind. Perhaps because of her father, a grandfather. Oh, really? Daisy seems less strident than others in the climate change routine. So we've got more here. So Daisy's passionate about the latter, influenced by her beloved late paternal grandfather, coal mining engineer who was made redundant. See? Oh, wow, So, what, you don't, do you know where your grandfather got the coal from, young lady? Yeah? From the ground? Do you know where all these other things, these renewable resources that you're supposedly talking about come from? Solar panels, all the stuff in them, wind turbines made from steel. It's all from the ground, the same places where your dad's stuff was. And guess what? They're going to burn all that stuff to melt it, to make it, to do all the stuff. You just... See, who's feeding you your crap? It's embarrassing. This is why people are getting angry at you. It's not because of you personally. It's because if you work at Macca's and you fuck up the order, do you think I'm having a go at Ronald McDonald, having a go at the girl at the counter when you guys manage to fuck up the order? No, I'm having a go at Ronald McDonald, essentially. He's paying you guys, just like whoever's funding this. Because, I'm sure she'll get an A in her communication project. I'm pretty certain of that. She should do. And she'll be able to go on and get further educated, maybe. But good on her. Good on you, Daisy. Keep trying.
In their school uniforms, in one voice.
We've listened to the science, we learnt it at school, we're out here today demanding action, and our government is not...
Really? You serious? You learnt the science, really? All the science you've been fed's rubbish. What science? Yeah.
Taking it.
Hi, my question's for Paul Fletcher. I led the strikes in Sydney on Friday.
That's not a question, is it? All right, go on with your question then.
Our Prime Minister isn't attending the UN Climate Summit today. Instead, he's dining with Trump and Gina Reinhart. And our Deputy Prime Minister doesn't even believe in climate change. Yet your party insists that young people have nothing to be worried about and that students like me should be in school. Why should young Australians stay in school when our government is doing nothing to preserve our...
Well, I don't know why you should stay in school, because you're obviously not learning anything there. You're just all being taught to react to shit that you haven't even done enough research about. So, why stay in school? You failed already.
future.
We have three demands. Our first is no new coal, oil or gas, including...
No new coal, oil or gas, okay. And you're going to replace that with nuclear? Solar panels, yeah? Yeah, I already went over that. Wind turbines, all right, I've gone over that. So what else you got? Hydro, really? You just... Who told you this stuff?
The Adani Carmichael mine. Number two is 100% renewable energy and exports...
100% renewable energy. Have you heard about Germany? They've tried that. They're broke. Guess what? Australia's not far behind. So you can... And I tell you, I'll give you a little hint, Daisy. If the world was that far towards the end, why are insurance companies still insuring shit? Why are they still building buildings everywhere? They would have stopped by now if your shit was real. Go on.
By 2030, and our third demand is fund a just transition.
2030. So we've got 10 years apparently to do stuff. And then what happens if that's the wrong stuff? What are you going to do then? Just stop doing stuff. Stop using shit. You all went to this march. You can't tell me you didn't all use a plastic cup or something plastic there that day. You're all hypocrites. You've been misled.
And the creation of jobs for fossil fuel workers will be impacted by the climate crisis.
So is that your own ulterior motives, is it? Because your granddad lost his job as a coal miner, and so what? Is that why you're so vicious? Really? You don't even this is delusional. Why is anybody even listening to you?